All right, traders, to watch this video for May 1st, last day of April today. Ugly, kind of an ugly day in the market. We're still kind of in the middle of a range. It's a total chop fest out there, but I am seeing some strong earnings plays kind of get slammed back down after gapping up. So it feels like there's some underlying weakness. I think there's probably still that headline risk going on. But great job in the chat room with the teamwork in there. We did a good job of rooting some stuff out. If you couldn't make it today, I'm going to highlight a couple, which we're doing during the lunchtime Q&A every day too in the chat room. We're highlighting a couple member calls. I took a screenshot of Buffalo's HTBX over 175, and this just highlights exactly what I was talking about Saturday morning. If you attended our refresher course, continuing education trading course, we had a whole bunch of people there on Saturday. This is just what I was talking about. Is remember, if you see a big move like this in the past, myself and probably most of you would have said, well, darn it, I missed it. Well, way in the past, I would have chased it, right? But, once you become a seasoned trader and you learn not to chase, a lot of times it's real easy to look at something like this after this move here and say, well, I missed it. I talked a lot about that on Saturday. I told you guys, never feel that way. Say, you know what? Now I'm going to put it on a chart and see if I can get an intelligent setup. And that's exactly what Buffalo did. He called this little flag break over 175, and that was a really nice move. Probably better and easier to participate in than the first move because you had nice volume there. So, hats off to Buffalo. It's a great call. He does that a lot, right? And I'll highlight one of my own calls too if you weren't there, CHEK over 1250. And just to give you the reason why we called it, had a huge move back here, then a lower high, another lower high, then it comes up and hits, we love half numbers and whole numbers, comes up and hits 1250, kind of comes close to it again. So you call this little area here almost like an intraday cup and handle within the bigger intraday chart. So my idea was over 1250. Your worst case stop's going to have to be below this candle, so you're probably risking, over 30 cents, but you can see the result. You broke 1250, then you started knocking down these other catalysts and, kind of had a little mini short squeeze. So if you weren't in chat today, wasn't as good as Wayne's CHEK call on, I guess, was that Friday? But it was still pretty profitable. All right, so back to the watch list for tomorrow. Already talked about the SPY being kind of a chop fest and kind of ugly. Again, if you start every day like we do with some stocks to watch and then only take proper intraday setups, the overall market shouldn't bother you, right? So HTBX, already showed you Buffalo's intraday call. I like the fact that this has massive volume, closed pretty strong. So we're definitely going to watch that one tomorrow. Again, same thing with CHEK, nice move. Today we're going to watch it tomorrow. AKAO kind of broke out today. You could kind of call from here to here and then over this kind of a cup and handle, and it's breaking out through that 14, also breaking out through the 200-day. Strong close, strong volume. So we'll see if we get a continuation of that breakout tomorrow. Didn't type that one right. SMRT had the big pop here, then a lower high and kind of a sideways chop, but trying to break out here. I think this one, if it can get over 207, 208, it's got room to run maybe back to that 240 area. So let's watch that one. EYPT. I thought it would come in another day, and it's actually pretty strong today. So we're going to watch that one with the strength, especially in a weak market. I like to look at the strong stocks from the relative strength stocks, if you will, the next day. HEAR had this pop up to here at 575, then a lower high on Friday. And if I take today's candle out of it, right, it looks like it's done for a while. And then next thing you know, right back up. This one's super interesting. And certainly if it gets over 575, I'll show you the weekly, looks kind of cool. You have this massive volume coming in and, kind of this tight flag pattern on the weekly. So it's a fairly small float. So I really like it over Friday's high, over 559. I think you could knock down this catalyst and then maybe get a nice rip. Again, it's a small float. They make gaming headphones, I believe. And with Fortnite being all the rage, and if you weren't in chat today, my son was kind of visiting my office today, so you heard him talking a little bit. He's a Fortnite expert, so it is a big deal, and it probably is. A lot of relationships, to the best of my knowledge. If you look at social media, and actually I talked to my son, a lot of relationships are ending because all the young guys are addicted to Fortnite, and all the young girls hate the guys for it. So anyway, that is actually lifting gaming headset play. So that's another reason to watch HEAR. ATOS, nice pop today. You can see the recent reverse split right here. And so this one, because of the recent reverse split, Tiny float might just get a nice continuation tomorrow. KPTI, ugly chart, looked like it was rolling over, slammed on big volume today, and then after hours, it's trading over slightly over 16 bucks. Might have some shorts caught tomorrow, potential gap and go. A couple more. APRN had this big pop here a couple days ago. Now a couple days, I'll zoom in a little bit here. A couple days lower on declining volume. That one might be ready to turn back up. And AQMS, we had the breakout on Friday, and today kind of an inside day on lower volume. You know, you could argue it was retesting the $3 area, flushed it, and then ended up closing back above it. So this one certainly worth watching with the action in it recently. And let's work together tomorrow morning in the pre-market. Build a list of morning gappers to study and to watch, as well as this list. We should find plenty to trade tomorrow. All right, we'll see you all in chat. Have a good night.